If you ask anyone to picture Lord Rama, you usually get the same image: a serene, flawless hero standing tall at the center of a straightforward fairy tale. For 99% of us, our entire understanding of the Ramayana is built on sanitized television serials, simple bedtime stories, and loud festival celebrations. But there's an epistemic gap here, a massive divide between modern collective memory and the ancient scriptures. Over centuries of retelling, this gap has swallowed the original narrative. We've invented magical events out of thin air, reduced scholars to cartoon villains, and obscured profound tragedies. To understand what the Ramayana actually is, we have to peel back those comfortable layers of pop culture and look at the raw, original text. What we find is a staggeringly deep, tragic study of duty that is often lost in the quest for a simpler narrative. Take the Lakshmana Rekha. Is one of the most famous protective boundaries in global mythology, a magical line drawn in the dirt that cannot be crossed. Yet, if you read the sage Valmiki's original Ramayana, that magical line simply does not exist. He never wrote it. Valmiki's heroes were surviving in the Dandakaranya. In Sanskrit, that translates to the forest of punishment. It was a terrifying, chaotic wilderness filled with hostile forces, not a peaceful woodland retreat. Later traditions invented the magical Rekha because it gave audiences a clean, physical rule. It was easier to explain a kidnapping through a crossed line than to confront the vulnerability of humans surviving in a brutal, unpredictable world. Cultural memory prefers magical objects, as they neatly organize human error and chaotic events into simple, digestible lessons. We see the same effect with the epic's villain. Today, Ravana is almost exclusively depicted as a screaming, 10-headed monster driven by pure malice. But in the original Valmiki and Puranic texts, Ravana is a peerless Vedic scholar. He is a supreme devotee of Shiva and even the author of his own complex philosophical text, the Ravana Gita. He was also a master artist. Ravana had a deep, well-documented love for playing the veena. His immense intellect and unwavering devotion made him a highly respected figure in the ancient world. When he eventually falls to arrogance, it is a catastrophic loss of potential. Reducing him to a mindless demon diminishes the entire epic. A flawless hero requires a brilliant, formidable adversary to make his victory carry any real weight. To keep the story family-friendly, pop culture also removed the epic's most devastating sacrifices. The omissions start early, like the complete removal of King Dasharatha's eldest daughter, Shanta. But the most jarring changes belong to Rama's brother, Lakshmana. In the ancient texts, he earns the title Gudakesha, meaning the one who conquered sleep. He achieved this through an extreme personal sacrifice, transferring his need for sleep to his wife, Urmila, for 14 continuous years, so he could endlessly guard his brother. The darkest omission, however, comes long after the war is won. Yama, the deity of death, visits Rama for a private meeting, enforcing a strict cosmic rule. Anyone who interrupts them must be executed. At that exact moment, an angry sage threatens to curse the entire city of Ayodhya. Lakshmana realizes he has to interrupt the meeting to save the city, fully knowing he is signing his own death warrant. Bound by cosmic law, Rama is forced to exile his intensely loyal brother. A heartbroken Lakshmana walks into the Saryu River and vanishes. Omitting this finale changes the nature of the epic. In the ancient text, upholding absolute dharma doesn't lead to a reward. It demands a sacrifice that leaves the hero entirely alone. The original epic doesn't end with a celebration. Weary from the loss of Sita and shattered by the departure of Lakshmana, Rama decides to end his earthly avatar. He quietly walks into the waters of the Saryu River and disappears. It is a haunting, sacrificial surrender. This quiet departure replaces the neatly packaged resolutions found in television adaptations with something far more grounded and unsettling. Rediscovering these original texts does not destroy the cultural myth. It reveals a masterpiece that maps a real-world weight of duty, sacrifice, and the humanity behind the hero.